Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs, welcome back to Decidedly Neapolitan. Apropos of nothing, we're going to fight the Naga, because I found a maze very, very close to my Twilight Forest portal, and there's a maze right here, and there's a Naga in here, and I feel like taking it on, so why not? I don't have any arrows. Oh, I do have some arrows, okay. Maybe we can shoot it from a distance. I don't know how many arrows I've got on me though, so okay, 30. So better be a little bit more conservative with them. But I hear this thing is pretty easy to take on. It seems to sort of shed segments and yeah, he's going down pretty easily. All you need is a decently powered weapon, and it doesn't seem to be actually charging me right now. Pretty sure these things are supposed to charge you, but keeping it at bay. Let's get in close and finish it off. There we go. Easy as that. No problem at all. Got ourselves some shimmering scale. And hello. Come here, you. I've been told that raven feathers are useful for things, so I'm going to grab one of those. We got ourselves some Naga scale, got ourselves a Naga trophy and a miniature yellow heart. Fun times, y'all. I kind of want some snake stone while I'm here, because this stuff is really cool. The Naga stone. I've seen other people take it from the mazes and use it in their own builds, and I kind of wonder if there's anything you can do in it with chisel, because it'd be really cool if you could turn it into some other stuff. Going to grab a ton of materials while I'm here, because I've been doing a bit more building at the tower, so we're going to go back and I can show you that a little bit later on. I'm hearing a weird noise. What is that noise? Is that just the general denizens of the Twilight Forest making odd noises? It would not surprise me in the slightest. Let's chuck out this, because there's like head blocks for this stuff as well. Seriously, what is that noise? I mean, I'm hearing a zombie, but there's also this thing going... Yeah, what is that? I have absolutely no idea what that is. But apparently now that we've beaten the Naga, we can go and explore some of the other regions of the Twilight Forest. And I've been wanting to do a bit of exploration. I kind of get stuck, cooped up in my tower. I want to go out and see the sights. And Twilight Forest was one of the mods I was really excited about being in this pack this time around. So you guys might see a little bit more Twilight exploration. I might expire at some point. Don't panic if I do. It's fine. It can respawn. It's Minecraft. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more of this. Going to grab as much resource as we can from this place. There's quite a lot of nice stone slabs in here as well, which I might take, I guess. I don't know. Don't necessarily want to demolish the whole thing, but there you go. Okay, looks like you can't do anything with it in chisel. Never mind. Never mind. I thought there was something cool you could do with it, but I'm pretty sure you can make snake stone. Maybe snake stone is a separate block. I've been looking for clouds, by the way. Snake stone. Yeah, what is this? There's like obsidian snake stone, and there's stone snake stone. But how do you make that? Like, how is it made? And there's sand snake stone, which is just sandstone apparently. But yeah, there's like obsidian snake stone, which seems to just be something you can do with obsidian. Fair enough, that's weird. But yeah, I've been looking for clouds because I want to put some in my air shrine back at the temples, and clouds aren't in this pack anymore. I think the original clouds that we had, because when you were walking around on the overworld on the surface, you could see clouds in the sky, just in little kind of bunches, kind of like that, although those are trees. They're just not rendering in because they're a little too far away. But you used to be able to find clouds that you could actually harvest floating in the sky, but I think they were naturer blocks. And I think you could also get sort of clouds of ash and stuff in the nether, but they were also added by Naturer. And Naturer has been taken out of this pack just to keep the weight down, generally, to kind of keep the pack a little bit lighter so that it performs a little bit better. And nobody was really using the Naturer stuff generally, I think. Or maybe it was just kind of seen as a bit dead weight. So yeah, I can't get those clouds anymore, but I looked up clouds in NEI, and it seems like there are still some blocks I could potentially use. For example, Wispy Cloud and Fluffy Cloud and just Cloud seem to appear here. There's Chisel Cloud, but I don't know if it's possible to obtain that. I am genuinely not sure, so I might have to do a little bit of digging to see if it naturally generates or if it's something I can make, or if it's just there as part of the potential options for clouds. I might have to see if I can do some kind of deal with bRanN to cheat some in, because I really want cloud to be part of the air shrine. I just think that's a obvious thing, you know? And there isn't really a way of getting it otherwise, as far as I can see. I have no idea where it generates in the Twilight Forest, which is kind of why I want to do a little bit more exploring, just in case I can get my hands on some as I roam around. Because I would prefer not to cheat anything in if I can avoid it at all. So that's my preferred way of doing things. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this. I will see you guys back at the tower. We'll do a little bit more building, and then we'll see what else this episode has in store. Well, I found the perfect use for all of that Naga stone. It's now a ring around the top of my tower, and I think that looks really nice. I think it's going to be pretty cool adding to that. And yes, I haven't done a great deal of work on the tower. I've been away and I haven't had much time to play on modded, and as I've mentioned before, modded building gets a little bit time consuming when you have stuff as detailed as this, but I'm pretty happy with the way this is coming together. And I think from here what we can probably do is just add a plain kind of panel straight up, and that's going to look quite nice in amongst all of the detail and stuff, to have a section in the middle which is just plain wood planks or maybe logs or something like that. Just something nice and simple in the middle of all this chaos would be kind of cool, and that's definitely going to be what the next floor turns out like. I really like the fact that this warded glass has that fantastic bronze looking fringe around the outside, and that's come together really well as well. So anyway, Naga stone up in there, really liking it. We've got mail, as you can see from the little HUD thing in the top left, and I believe it's from bRanN. So I'm going to open this one up and see what it says. In exchange for the golems we discussed, it's 1 stamp for the letter and 1 for each item slot below. I found a cheat. Oh, fantastic. He's put a chest in a dolly, and yeah, that's that makes a lot of sense. Well done, bRanN. That's good work. Okay, so I wonder what's in here. It's a diamond dolly, so I'll definitely keep that, because we can use those to move spawners around. Oh, my days. Thank you so much, bRanN. Wow, look at all these flowers. That's awesome. And I guess we can get all kinds of dyes out of that, but I wonder if there's other uses for them. Interesting. We will see. But yes, we did discuss off camera that I should make some golems for bRanN so that he can, I think he's planning on using them to harvest ore berries and stuff. I have to remind myself of the ingredients for golemancy because I am not entirely sure how to do it off the top of my head. So yeah, we need Humanus, Motus, Spiritus, and a Greatwood log. And he wanted a harvest golem, a gather golem. Gather and harvest are the ones I've already got the animation cores for, so that shouldn't be too much to ask. And he also wanted a bell so that he can control them. He needs them in item form, because if I just drop a couple of golems at his house, he'll be like, they won't obey his orders because they'll think that I'm their master and not him. So I'm going to get to work on that. I need to grab myself the crucible from over where my golem manaberry farm is going, and I do need to look into golemancy a little bit more, because the guy's been harvesting stuff, but it's not been all that productive, because I think the berries just take ages to grow, and I never got around to making that lamp of fertility. Or was it lamp of fertility, or was it just lamp of growth? I forget. There's 2 different lamps, anyway. There's 2 different lamps you can make from the arcane lamps, and you need one of them to help mana beans grow faster. So it would make sense that it was lamp of growth or something like that. So yeah, the mana bean farm has not been super productive. It is also the case that the chunks need to stay loaded in for them to keep harvesting stuff, and I haven't been hanging around these chunks all that much because I've been busy over at the tower or at spawn or occasionally in the Twilight Forest. So this guy has been filling up the barrel over here every time this guy pulls a mana bean down, but I don't know, this guy's a little bit useless. I don't think he's doing his job quite as effectively as he could, so I do kind of need to figure out exactly what I'm doing with golemancy. I maybe should look up a couple of video tutorials or something like that and see how it works. But as we grow the beans, I'm going to put them all in these 6 barrels here, and he managed to fill up the air barrel quite well. So hopefully in the near future we will be able to get a larger scale mana bean farm on the go. I'll get some more golems in, maybe assign 1 per barrel to make it easier, something like that. Maybe that's how it works. Not really sure, but hopefully bRanN in his video will be able to teach me a little bit about it, because I think he has a little bit more experience with this stuff than I do. So I'm going to go and distill some essentia, and then we'll get on making those golems for bRanN. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 2 golems, and that is what we need. Now, the next thing I need is a letter, because I need to send this stuff back to bRanN. I need propolis and paper. Do I have any propolis? I don't think I have any propolis. I'm probably going to have to... This is such a roundabout way of doing things. I'm going to have to go to Kane's place, get some propolis, make it into a letter, and then mail all of this stuff to bRanN from my tower. In order to make this forestry mail system a shortcut, it's kind of ridiculous. Everybody has to have their own beekeeping setup or something. But anyway, I am probably going to send it all back to him on a dolly with the stuff I have gathered for him. Now, let's head down here and... Oh, that's a problem. Hang on, what do I need to do to get him back? Hopefully, if I just use the bell... No, hang on. There we go. Alright. One of those buttons did the trick anyway, and hopefully he won't remember anything when he wakes up. But yeah, I will have to make bRanN another golem if that's not the case. But I do think 0 marked locations, it's changed. Golem placer, golem. Okay, so one of those may be faulty, bRanN. Apologies. I will get you another one if that becomes a problem, but I'll include my bell in there as well, so hopefully everything should go according to plan. Right, where's that dolly that he gave me? Because I will probably... Where did I put it? Oh, it's in here. Good. Okay, I will probably send it back to him with this chest and send that to him in a letter. I really wish you could turn these old letters into new letters somehow, but I don't think you can reuse envelopes. I've got enough stamps still from my various travels. The other thing, bRanN actually popped onto the server earlier, so I could have just given him the golems then if I'd been prepared for it, but obviously that's not the point. We want to have the mail system in place. We want to have that be used from time to time, you know, and it's kind of the whole point of it being there, really. And he showed me this fantastic thing from Chisel, which is a cloud in a bottle. And it's a splash potion of clouds, basically. And we were able to gather a bunch of clouds from it. All you need for it is 5 glass and a quartz. If I cloud in... There you go. Look at the recipe for that. That's such a simple recipe. And it drops a whole bunch of cloud blocks, which you can use. I really wanted them for my air temple, and it looks like we'll be able to pull this off. Now... I do need to stand a little further back, probably about here, and hop. Look at that! How incredible is that? That looks amazing. And the best part about this is because they're from Chisel, you can actually chisel the clouds, so you can give them texture and stuff as well. I don't intend to do that, but it's still kind of a cool option anyway. And look at that, that's going to be absolutely incredible. I don't really want to do anything else to this shrine now that it's got these clouds on it, you know. I think that will probably be enough. If I just huck another one up there. Yes, that's looking pretty cool. It almost looks like a tornado or something like that. Let's take a look. Yeah, not bad at all. I'll probably throw that last one at the bottom there, and if I wanted to, I could probably add in a few cloud blocks around the place. I might kind of have those billowing up around this landmass here, but that really makes it look unique, and that's absolutely what I was going for. So happy with that. Thank you so much, bRanN, for showing me that particular recipe. Oh man, that looks sweet. I'm genuinely really enthusiastic about this, if you can't tell. But yeah, that's the air shrine done, which means pretty much all of the shrines are complete. The only thing I really need to do, I probably need to do a little bit more on the chaos shrine over there, just kind of make it a little bit more interesting, because right now I managed to put this massive pile of dead wood up there, which I think looks kind of cool, but I want to sort of surround it like that, like there's been some kind of weird meteor impact or something, and it's all just kind of caved upwards. Instead of caving inwards, it's caved outwards, if that makes any sense. So it's all kind of like rising up around there and kind of swallowing the landscape. Fire Shrine is looking pretty cool. Earth Shrine probably needs a little bit more doing to it, because right now it's looking pretty ordinary, you know. It's all kind of stone and moss and that kind of stuff, the kind of stuff you would expect from Earth, really. But yeah, I think the shrines are pretty much done. I still need myself a pure Ordo node to go up in that temple up there, though. That's the thing. I still need one of them. So we'll have to work on that. I'll have to do a lot more exploring. I might even find one in the Twilight Forest whilst I'm looking around, which will be exciting. So while we're at spawn, I have some mail in the mail drop. Check this out. Some flesh blocks, some ash blocks, and some smouldering grass. Rick rightly suggested that I should put some of this in the fire shrine area, and he's absolutely right. I just didn't have a silk touch tool to grab it, but thank you very much for that, Rick. Much appreciated. I think I have enough ash for now. The flesh might work. I'll kind of give it a go, but I'll probably come back for that later. But much appreciated. Now, let's see if bRanN's shop is selling letters. There's a cloud from when we were testing the cloud in a bottle earlier. It seems like sometimes they don't drop the block, but most of the time they do. We were able to get a decent couple of clouds out of them. They're kind of like leaves, like only dropping saplings some of the time. But anyway, let's see if bRanN actually sells letters here. I don't think he does. So we're going to have to track down some propolis ourselves. I've got all the stamps, but check this out. There are beehives in the trees right here. He's added some extra bees to the mod pack, so it's entirely possible that there are going to be some combs dropped by these, which I can use to centrifuge myself some propolis. There we go. Is this a honeycomb? That's a regular honeycomb. I wonder if I can get some propolis out of that, or if maybe I will have to find another kind of comb, or maybe there is even something in here, because this place is a regular old bee manufacturing system right here. Bunch of apiaries. I think maybe bRanN is planning on working on this, and he's got the temperature and stuff set up in there. Yeah, I think he's probably planning on doing some stuff. If this is even bRanN, I haven't quite been keeping up with everybody's videos, so I'm not sure if it is or not. Maybe it's Kane, I don't know, but this looks like it could be a proper beekeeping facility right there, and hopefully we'll be able to manufacture all the propolis we could ever want out of that. I have been meaning to move around these nodes occasionally if people don't want them there, but to most people they're invisible, so it's okay, it shouldn't be a problem. Now let's get into Kane's place through his wonderful dirt door. And it looks like he might have been doing a bit of stuff around here as well. Oh gosh, I'm going to get lost in Kane's base, just so you guys know. I think if we head down here, we might get to it. That's that's not where I intended to be. I didn't mean to get right down here to lava level. Maybe further up. Is this where we're going to find the beekeeping facility? Oh goodness, this place is a labyrinth. A spiraling labyrinth. And I've been to the Naga maze in today's episode, and this place still feels like a labyrinth. I'm going to just end up at the top of the tower here, aren't I? Kane, what is your place? What have you done here? I don't understand. I don't even know where oh goodness. I feel like I'm going to come out at build height or something. There's a door there. There's the centrifuge. Oh, goodness. This is a right mess. This is hilarious. Okay, we have beeswax. If I pop a honeycomb in here, and yep, it should be processing. Is it going to give me any propolis? No, it's not. Okay, so do we have any combs nearby? He has a ton of bees. I'll drop these forest bees off with him, because maybe he'll be able to do something with them. I think him and bRanN are competing in the bee business recently, and bRanN said there was some kind of way of stopping all of the flickering textures and stuff in Optifine, but he couldn't remember at all what it was. So unfortunately we'll probably have to find that off camera and deal with that another time. But yeah, I'm going to find out a way of getting myself some propolis real quick so we can make this letter, mail it off to bRanN, and then get on with a bit more building at the tower. Well, I hope Kane knows the way around his base, because I certainly don't, but I found myself a couple more hives, and they dropped silky combs, so hopefully we should get ourselves some silky propolis. Yes, we did! Fantastic. Okay, so I can now combine that with some paper and get myself a letter. So we're good. We're going to be mailing this to bRanN. Now let me quickly drop this chest so that I can drop off a couple more bees in here, because he may as well have those. Him and Kane. We're going to have some sort of fight to the death situation happening sooner or later, and all over bees. I'll leave that extra bit of propolis in there, because evidently I'll need to come and knock in again when I need some more letters, but I'm pretty sure Kane will want a little bit as well, so may as well, seeing as he's provided the centrifuge and everything. He's done the hard work, really. So, where is the forestry mailbox? It's right here, and we can mail this one off to bRanN. There we go. And of course, NEI rearranged my stuff. Now, dolly goes in there. One stamp goes on there. Stamps still needed. 2. There we go. Fantastic. Dear Mr. bRanN.
Thanks for your tip about the letter. Please find enclosed bees and golems with bell. One may be faulty.
Pixlriffs. And I just ran out of characters. How about Pixlriffs? There we go. Okay, good. Good, that works. And that should be absolutely everything. Send! Alright, enjoy that, bRanN. Enjoy that. Let's get on with some building at the tower, shall we? So this is what we've got. This is what we're working with so far. I got the rest of the Naga stone heads and put little gold blocks between them. They're kind of chiseled gold blocks. I think it's the same one I used for the stairs over here, but I think that looks really cool as like a little connecting block there. I really like that. That's super cool. It's weird. This section of the tower is almost my favorite for it not being detailed. It really kind of stands out around the rest of it. Kind of looks like a bracelet or like just a band around the middle. And it's funny, like being a detailed guy, you can tell from the rest of the way this is built, I'm a detailed guy, even if you haven't seen the rest of my videos. But those of you who've been following me for a while know that detail is kind of my thing. Occasionally I will come upon builds that have the simplest style. Like it's just like this. It's literally a band of one material and then inset, just for a little bit of depth, some plain material like that, just all the way around, and then another thing around the top. And I look at that and I just go, that's genius. You know, like as somebody who builds with detail a lot, I sometimes forget to introduce simplicity in my builds. I overcomplicate things for myself, and sometimes when I just look at a plain stone brick wall, I go, that actually looks really effective. So I think I've tried to work in something like that here, and I think that's almost like, I don't know, kind of a more mature approach to building in some aspects, like acknowledging that something like this can be just as effective as something like that, you know? I think that's going to be a kind of cool feature of the tower, and I don't know how tall this is going to get at this point, because it's getting to the height now where you can see where I put in these stone brick pillars here. That's where this from each of the nodes in each of the kind of elemental shrines is going to be transferred to the center of the tower, kind of through archways that I've marked out with the stone brick here. And obviously, because they're at 6 different points on a circle, but the tower has mostly been working with the 4 cardinal directions, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting thing trying to get it all to line up. But I think we can do it, because circles are kind of versatile. You can have as many points on them as you want, as long as you know how to measure them. So I think we've done that okay, and I think we should be all right here. But I need to work out how this is all going to look. I need to work out how vis relays are going to work, and I need to get myself my Ordo node set up here in the temple. I do not have one yet, as I mentioned earlier, so need to go hunting for that. So I'll do that off camera, and I should come back to you at some point with a little bit more progress on this whole shebang. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching Decidedly Neapolitan. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on today's episode if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.